Let me jump on the stage. I don't have my crown with me today because I'm trying to, change it all up. I need to go ahead and invest me in some new crowns because the one I have is a bit busted. But howdy, folks. I only sent this link to my friends, but if you're watching time, hear ye. Welcome to the Royal Key. So we're going to get into January's Royal Key monthly recap, courts in session. I'm Woody Sterling. And I will be talking all things reality TV that I watch and that I consume this month. And so that's going to be the Housewives, such as Salt Lake City. I got little notes to make sure I stay on track. Salt Lake City, New York City, Beverly Hills, Potomac, Married to Medicine, one of my favorite ensemble reality TV shows. Wax to Riches on Netflix, and Traitors as well. And so I'm about to just jump into it. Please feel free to interact with me in the comments. Um, and yeah, let's get into it. Let's get into it. So, first things first. Welcome to the Royal Court. And let me set the scene. Ladies, lords, the loyal subjects of reality TV, welcome to my first show solo that I'm doing. This my first streaming. And yeah, we have much to discuss. What's on the docket? I already said the Housewives. We're going to get into sort of the Housewife Wars. Which Housewives show do I think is like eating? Sort of my recaps and just what's on my mind as I'm watching the show. I'm screaming at some of my friends. I wonder if they're going to jump in and talk with me. I shared like the YouTube link for people to watch the show, and then I also shared the StreamYard link so people who watch the shows that I watch if they want to like jump in and sort of talk about like their takes on it. And so I have a guest who I hope is interested in jumping in because she always talks about me and my takes on TV. And then, just to toast to the mess, child, as we settle on in. I hear y'all's thoughts and things like that. Please give me feedback, friends, whether it be in the comments, whether it be in text messages, so I can just better improve. This is going to be the last Wednesdays of every month. It's going to be 5 p.m. PT, 7 p.m. Central Time. Today we're just an hour late because I had a lot going on with work, y'all. Get into that at a later date, a later point. Follow me on social media if you don't. My Instagram is woodysterling.hs. Anyway, without further ado, Housewife Wars. So let me get into it with Salt Lake City first. I am so sorry for all the girls who tried to get me on Real Housewives of Salt Lake City for the last 5 years. I told them I wasn't interested. I told them, like, y'all talking about this girl married her step granddaddy. Y'all, this girl went to jail. Like, there's cousins, it's Mormons, it's mostly white folks. Like, I'm not really interested in it. Like, I watch all the housewives. I watch Beverly Hills, Orange County, New York City, Atlanta, Potomac. I watch Dallas, Miami. Like, I watch all of them essentially except for New Jersey. And I didn't watch DC. And I did not watch Salt Lake City. And I was not going to give them a chance. But I should have, because baby, like I don't even know where to start with Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. So I have some friends who just started watching it as well. And so I would say overall, my faves of this most recent season, I think it's season 5. So I love girl Lisa Barlow, like Rita Tequila Queen. Lisa Barlow is my sister. And the thing is, she's my sister. There's nothing like super iconic about her except for the fact that like I'm trying to get my words carefully, child, because like I don't know these people, but like I am gonna judge them. She's a lot of touch. My girl is very materialistic. My girl only cares about me, 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 me. Yeah, I love Lisa Barlow. So Lisa Barlow and Mary are like my top 2 for sure. I think in like this third spot, I have Whitney, Wild Rose, and what's her name? Meredith Marks, and then Bronwyn Newport. And then like everybody else falls through. Like I like everybody fine enough. I think everyone contributes to the show perfectly. But what I love the most about Salt Lake City is that like these people are just so naturally like kooky and wild in themselves. And like they're not afraid to go there and be there. Like I think with a lot of TV or state of reality television now, and like so many of our shows have been canceled. And I'm talking about when I say our shows, I mean Black shows. Like I think like Martha House or Summer House Martha's Vineyard. What is it? Sweet Life LA. Like there's so many shows that like are relatable. They have their funny moments, which is weird, like all these things. But there's something that's missing. And I think for me, one of the elements that I feel like is missing in reality TV nowadays is that everyone wants to be an influencer. They want to do content creation. They want to be famous. They want to get rich. They want to be on like all these other TV shows and have that be like their main source of income and their main job. And so it's just very hard to see people desperate, y'all. And like people be a little shy and like not the best. Granted, if I was on reality television, I would not be myself either. So I can't really judge too much about them. But like that's something as a viewer that I disconnect from. And so with Salt Lake City, they really dive in, they really go in there. And so I would say, so I watched all 5 seasons of Real Housewives of Salt Lake City this past month. And so my mine is jumbled with all SLC lore. And so I would say it started off really good. Jen Shaw was that girl. I felt very finicky and icky with Jen Shaw at the very beginning, but she always brought me back because of her antics. Like her storyline, going to jail, like all that stuff, iconic. Like must see TV, Monica Garcia on season 4, like receipts, timelines, proof, everything. Like it gets you in there. A blogger. And so for people who don't know this, sorry, child, y'all probably like, girl, I don't know, but you need to watch it. Don't be like me. Don't like not watch this show because you think it's white folks, you think it's about Mormons. Like it's so entertaining. 10 recommend. Going on to New York City. Now that's a show you don't need to watch. I like Real Housewives of New York City, but and when I say like I watch it. It's on in the background for me. It's something that I don't know, like it's something that I pay attention to. I'm on Twitter about, like I'm keeping up with it. They have a reunion that's going on right now, but they're missing the plot. The plot has been lost. And so everything I said about Salt Lake City and about like this new regime of like reality TV that's just like I would say Real Housewives of New York City is definitely in that boat. Like I think that they're trying too hard to like have those iconic moments. They're trying to manufacture storylines, manufacture drama. They're not real friends. And not only are they not real friends, there's nothing that really like genuinely binds them together as a group. Like I think that like with Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, like they're so dysfunctional, they hate each other all the time, but like there's a sisterhood there that really bonds them. And I don't see that with New York City. I am going to tune in. And so for folks, the hottest thing that's happening on New York City right now is that one of the castmates, Brand and Uba, got into a big blowout, the season finale. I haven't even watched the season finale yet. They just aired the reunion yesterday, I believe. And so I definitely need to get into that. But sorry, I'm looking at my text messages. Trying to make sure I'm good on time. Like, y'all, I'm so awkward. This is so weird. Please text me, comment something. Let me know if you want me to ask a question. Ask a question for me, child. Like, I don't know, something. But anyway, yeah, New York City. So Uba is very emotional. She is a sweet girl. She's a sweetheart, but she has a very like emotive response to a lot of things she just don't ride with. And like I can't blame her. I'm not that type of person. I'm not that like explosive, combustive, whatever. But like she is, and that's what she's gonna be. And I think that with that, that's why the people like they know that she's going to be easily activated or triggered or whatever. Like they know she's a bomb ready to go off. And so like they know it's gonna be, hi Miley, thank you. Oh, let me. Oh my gosh. Wow. RIP to Hot Mess Minds, like having 3 of us and someone like to talk to on the screen and then also someone to make sure they're monitoring the comments. I'm going to get the hang of it. But anyway, where I was going at with New York City, yeah. So they know they're going to get a rise out of her. And so with that, Brynn is like the troublemaker. Brynn lies a lot. She stirs a lot of shit between the team or between the cast. And she told the people that Uba is Uba said that she must have slept her way to get on the show or something like that. Like a very throwaway comment. She's just saying it because she's pissed off. Like Brand Uba's a model, Brand talking about girl, like you model for Pottery Barn or something like that, like or Dress Barn. Like, girl, who are you? You're not Naomi, you're not Giselle, like you're not Tara even. Like you're none of these girls. So like watch it. And Uba is like, girl, who are you? Because you wouldn't be here, girl, if she wasn't whatever, whatever. Because Brand's always making like sexual comedy and sexual humor is like her bit. I just got a question in my chat. It says, please let us know why Mir is the absolute worst and how Chanel Ayan's crying is so fake. I want something dissertation worthy. Okay, so I'm going to get to that as soon as I finish this overall recap. I'm rambling, so I'm going to do this overall recap of New York City, Beverly Hills, Potomac, and then I'm going to answer this question. And so, yes, so New York City, Bran was like, oh my gosh, like Uba saying that, like that I like, gave head to be on the show and things like that. Like she knows that like I have sexual abuse history or whatever I told her. And like I can't believe she blatantly like said that to me and blah, 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 blah. And the girl's looking at Uba like, girl, I can't believe she said that. And so one of the girls, Jessel, went to Uba and was like, girl, I'm gonna just be real with you. The girl's been talking, we've been talking about this all day, and like everybody looking at you and everybody's saying it. And so I'm just gonna say it to you. You knew about Bren's history of abuse and you was making these insensitive jokes and things like that. And when I say Uba lost it, that's not even like I wish that I need to learn how to do clips and stuff like that so I can insert stuff here. Uba went off on her. Uba had to like be removed herself, go to a hotel, came back the next day, and still livid. They had to do the shoot for like the cast photos and the intros or whatever, like I think like shortly after, and like nobody's fucking with Brand because of that. And so what I mean by manufactured overdone too much, like, and like everyone's talking about like, yeah, like it was a lot going on and it drew eyes, but it was just too dark. And like reality TV doesn't need to be too dark. Just to be real doesn't mean it needs to be dark. You can be light, you can be fun. There's things that go on in our lives. And it's like having sort of that levity in the harsh things that go on in life. And so bringing something like that, that's like completely a lie, just for what? A fight? Just so you can say someone's unhinged? Like, it's a little bit too much. And it's sloppy. Honestly, I love a manipulative girl. I watch a lot of these strategy reality TV shows. We'll get into the Traitors last. But like, with that, you have to know how to do it with finesse. You can't be sloppy doing it. You can't lie first and foremost. If you're going to be messy, be truthful. And if you're going to like pick around. Sorry, I'm getting work emails and everything else distracted. Anyway, that's New York City. Beverly Hills, love Beverly Hills, but right now it's like Kyle versus Dorit. I'm kind of tired of it already. I did see the season sort of trailer for our mid-season trailer for the rest of it, and Sutton gave a gag-worthy quote. That girl said, you pick on somebody your own wallet size. And then Erica Girardi said, so are you saying you're a bigger person than her? And she said, I think my wallet is. Like, y'all, that's a housewife gag. And Sutton, I love me some Sutton, Miss Southern Belle. She is an acquired taste for sure. A lot of people don't like her and Garcelle. I enjoy them both. But I do get why people don't like them. Like I do get the critiques. And like the show is just a little stale. And so like I'm excited to see it like revving on up. Bose, who like joined this season, I think is an excellent, awesome addition. I hope to see her like stay on. Like I think she's doing like a phenomenal job. She's the second Black woman like to be long. Well, I don't know, this is her first season, but like like to actually be a main cast member of the show and like really integrate with the girls. And like I think she's integrating well. In fact, I think she's integrating better than Garcelle did. And of course, like sometimes the first person needs to come in to like sort of lay down that foundation, lay down that groundwork, and like have those unnecessary, difficult, or not unnecessary, have those uncomfortable, difficult conversations that everyone needs, those necessary conversations people need to have of like, yeah, I've never had a Black girl in this group. Y'all have had a Puerto Rican girl. And like, even with that, like, it was like suspect. And so like with that, like, these are the do's and don'ts with like, being in your circle and things like that. And so like, it's just also nice. Like people are not a monolith. Like I hate when on these white shows, they only have like one Black person, like, or two, bring 3, 5. Main cast. But anyway, so Real House of Beverly Hills is mainly so Dorit and Kyle are both separated. Dorit's probably they're both proceeding with their divorces, but Dorit is probably like not like really the most amicable, and so her and PK are like going at it. And like the biggest thing, the text gate, is that Kyle. And so here's the question I got to ask for the group. So Kyle, see, I didn't even have no questions I asked to the group, so my bad with that. So Kyle texts Dorit's ex-husband, or soon to be ex-husband. And like they always text. So Kyle, Mauricio, Dorit, and PK, it was a foursome of friends. They would go on trips together. They'll just do things together. Like they would like film scenes together. They'll be at each other's houses. They really have formed like a close bond, like sending funny memes, all those types of things. And so kind of like, yeah, girl, you going through this divorce, but I'm not gonna stop talking to him. And I like that. Y'all tell me. I think that when you're good, Judy, and I was just saying this to one of my friends yesterday, like I'm very Southern, I'm very traditional in a sense. I don't believe in getting into people's relationship business like too intimately, you know? Like, of course, you should know who their partner is. You should be acquainted with them. You should have your own sort of relationship to where, like, you know, you can ask them questions. If you're planning something, a surprise for your friend, like do things like that. Have like your own sort of relationship when there's kids involved. Like, you know, like you're gonna love the kids. So, like, you know, having a relationship with both of the parents. But it comes to a point where I'm just like, you can't be too buddy buddy. Like, that's just me. That's just me. I'm not about to be too buddy buddy unless I become their friend and they become in a friend group, which, like, you know, I think is a bit more common in queer relationships than in straight relationships, which is what this one is. And so, although I'm not that traditional or problematic or Southern to be like women and men should not be friends and why are they texting the XYZ, like that's not my case at it. My case is like, why are you acting so chummy with her husband when you're not chummy with her? So Kai and Dorit beefing, but you texting PK. And then she blew up, and like I need to catch up on Housewives and Beverly Hills. That was my plan before I did this. That's why I pushed it from Monday to today, but I didn't get a chance to. Anyway, catch up on that. Lastly, Potomac. Real Housewives of Potomac, 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 the girls, the second all black cast housewife show. They're so tea. They have been so tea. They have fallen off, I would say, after season 5. But like I think that there was some momentum here. I'm kind of bored again, not gonna lie. I love the shakeup with all the new girls that we have. So we have Giselle. I guess I should have introduced like all of the housewives and like who's on the cast and stuff like that. I know better for next month. But we have Giselle, we have Robin's no longer with us, praise the Lord. We have Karen Huger, the Grand Dame of Potomac, who I'm going to probably spend the most time talking about within this Potomac recap. We have Ashley Darby, messy, big head, big forehead, always in everybody's business. Is supposed to be divorcing her old ass husband, still has yet to do that. We have newbie. Oh, we have Wendy Ostefo, who I love. Like I love that Wendy is like really growing into being like the housewife of Potomac. Someone else put on Twitter, but like I mean, I think that she really is like cementing herself as someone who's like a mainstay on the cast, sort of like how Candice Dillard Bassett was, or Bassett Dillard. No, Dillard Bassett. Yeah, love Candice, miss Candice. Candice is definitely missing the show. However, I'm glad that she's off. I'm glad that Robin's off. Like I think it forced them to recalibrate. Like I don't like housewife shows or any type of ensemble show when like they're icing someone out or it's like sides, like definitive sides of like we don't fuck with them, they don't fuck with us. That's the worst type of TV for me. No one's going to be engaged. No one's going, you know what I mean? And so yeah, I guess within Potomac, who else did I forget? Stacy is new. She's dating some guy who's like, she's like she's getting divorced. All these girls getting divorced, and like, I don't know. Is everybody handle their divorces differently, and I guess that's the beauty of having so many people going through divorces when they're on these shows. But I just feel like people just aren't being real about like the processes that they're in. And who am I to know? I've never been married or in divorce, so you know. But yeah, Stacey's getting divorced. Who else? I'm forgetting, but Karen Huger is the hot topic on Real Housewives of Potomac. Karen Huger was drunk, didn't be, and literally did not have any of the footage released, but said that she was going to be like, once the footage was released, she was going to be like innocent. And like, I don't know what in her mind she thought was going to happen. I don't know if she's just like committed to the bit of like, I'm innocent. I didn't do whatever. I don't know. I really don't. But the videos do not look good for her. If you have not seen them, type in Real Housewives of Potomac, RHOP, Karen Huger, DUI videos, whatever. They're on the Shade Room. They're on Twitter. I mostly get everything on Twitter. I don't really get on the TikTok. It was sad. It was bad for her. Apologies to the Grand Dame of Potomac. You have to take that crown off, babes. She said she was Thomas Jefferson's concubine. She said that she was talking about right what I'm doing, talking about her husband, talking to her husband, having him talk to the police like she's not sloshed. Like she's like, do you know who I am? The Grand Dame of Potomac. Andy Cohen gave me that from Bravo. Like, which is also like this. I do love like it was an uncomfortable video to watch, but I love like that sense of like grandiose delusion of just like everyone needs to know who I am. I'm on like this like major massive show, like whatever. Karen, not everybody watching Real Housewives of Potomac. And if they are, who do you know? How do you know if they're your friends? Also, white people don't like, you know what I mean? It's not Real Housewives of Atlanta at all. Anyway, oh my gosh, thank you, Ivy Park Beanie. Follow, subscribe, like my page so you can see all my videos. Look at the videos I have already. I do recaps of shows that like I'm like really watching. So I've done what is it called? Anonymous. Definitely watch that if you haven't. And I've done Secret Circle, like the first season or the second season. And then I also have done like Real World Homecoming. And so look at those videos and give me your feedback on that too. Anyway, who's the queen of the Housewives? It's Salt Lake City. Salt Lake City is taking it. Who's the jester? It's New York City. New York City is playing themselves as a fool, and unfortunate for them. Who needs to be banished, aka fired? Lots of them, and I can go down the list. On Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, nobody needs to get fired. Keep the entire cast. Even Brittany. Brittany's a friend of the show. She gets on my nerves, but like I'm okay with her. I am what is this controversial opinion? I would like to see Jen back, but not as a main housewife. Like Jen. Yeah, Jen got arrested season 3 or season 4. I think she got like arrested season 3, and then like season 4 reunion is when they read her verdict or whatnot. And the girl's been in jail since then. I don't know, since I didn't watch it in real time. I knew everything that was happening because I'm in the Real Housewives Bravo's verse. But y'all, Jen is some TV girl, and so I know when she come back, she gonna have a lot of shit and a lot of tea. But she doesn't need to be a mainstay. Like it's something about when Jen's on the show that the girls like tense up and get uncomfortable, and don't feel like they can be like themselves. And I don't want that. Who needs to be fired from New York City? All of them. I do like Psy. I do like Uba. What I like about Uba is that like she says what's on her mind, even if it's not like maybe the best thing to say, which I think is important because she doesn't necessarily come from a place of malice. It's really from kindness, but it's just so like kind of like tone deaf a little bit of like, which I feel like that's a tone deaf word, but whatever. It's very like, oh, I don't know if I would say that. Like I was watching the last episode and like there was like a dead bird that was like in the sand. And she's like, oh my gosh, don't get in the water. Like I saw this dead bird. Like it was raining. She's like, oh Lord, the rain. Like she's just complaining. Mind you, other people are complaining internally. They just know better than to say it out loud. And that's what I love about Uber. She's going to say it out loud. What I like about Sai, I think Sai's fun. I don't think we really saw that fun side of her season 1. But I think she's fun and I can see her like really getting together and getting good. Sorry, with the girls. On the show. Who else needs to be fired? Like Erin can be a friend of the show. I don't really like Erin, but like I mean, she's like okay. Like there's like fine having like okay housewives. Jess will for sure bring her back. Enjoy her. Don't bring back Rebecca. Unpopular opinion, don't bring back Jenna Lyons. Like I think Jenna is like star quality, and like you can tell that she really is that girl because like so many people are like, well, no, that's Jenna Lyons, like Jenna Lyons, and like I think that's great having that star quality. But like if you're not going to be on the show, then like what's the point? Like it's not even like the Candy Burris of it all because Candy at least like gave something of her life, or like at least her family gave something of her life, even if she didn't give like a storyline. And so like I think that like Jenna, I think this second season we were able to see that she's not necessarily needed on the cast besides like her big name. But like, what's the point of having a big name? You're not showing us anything gorgy. Like, also you act like you broke. You look like girl. Whatever. I don't know her money situation. I know it's better than mine because I know I'm not bringing home a Bravo check. Who else from New York City? I feel like can cut. Bryn, if I didn't say Bryn, absolutely. Bryn does too much. I really did like Bryn season one. She was definitely one of my favorites season one, even with like the uncomfortable sex humor. Like I liked her. She overplayed her hand. I think people when they get on these shows and like it's like, like too close to the sun. She flew too close to the sun and she shouldn't have. Who else? Yeah, bring back Jessel, bring back Uba, bring back Psy. And clearly nobody else is on top of my mind. Beverly Hills, who needs to be fired and banished. Huh. Kyle, I'm so sorry. Kyle OG, but like you're OG in name and name alone. Like you haven't delivered or brought much in a long time. And you have lost your control and your grip of the team and of the group. Bring back Lisa Vanderpump. And like I know people are like, bring back Lisa Rinna, bring back Lisa Rinna. I'm good on that too. I like Sutton and Garcelle, keep them. I love Dorit. I love Dorit. Her very first, look, this little hangly ass piece of my hair. I love Dorit ever since like the first season that she was on. She's so funny to me. She did like fall into the back, and like I was not a huge fan of Dorit. When the Fox 5 Force or whatever the fuck they were called, and like it was an alliance thing. Like that's always the worst storyline, like I said. But I like her. Boz, if I didn't say bring her back, bring Boz back. Bose, Garcelle, Sutton, Dorit. I mean, other than that's it. I don't even think girl, who am I forgetting? Oh well, they not that memorable. And Erica Jane. Yeah, bring back Erica Jane. Like I think she's a nice person to have. When she's activated, and she eats the girls up. She's been activated the last few seasons. This season, not so much. She's like in between being a friend of Kyle and Dorit, which is a hard thing to do. And then Potomac, fire Ashley. Bring back Giselle, Karen. Giselle's nasty, but I liked her this season. I don't know. You can say what you want to say about girl. She's been the same person since season one. I don't know. I don't care. It's something about her this season that I liked, and so bring her back. Kiana, she can be gone. Like I think with Kiana, all we've seen is that she's a pretty beautiful girl with a man who doesn't like treat her as the queen that he should, and so like sorry, Greg. Not sorry. Like, I don't like when people like. If he was fine, girl, like my friends know, child. If you fine, girl, you can do whatever. Like the rules don't apply. But if you're not, like, act your face. I think who else? Stacy, bring her back. I hear she turned on my girl Karen. I don't know how I feel about that. Bring Karen back for. Oh, I said Karen, Giselle, Karen, Giselle. Mia, get rid of Mia. That's what I forgot. Get rid of Mia. Mia and Jacqueline, we tired of them. See, that got my voice activated. They are turning, what Nene said, they are declassing the show. They talking about how they freak and touched and explored each other when they was kids and all this, or teenagers. I don't want to hear that every time. Like, that's not what housewives make. I'm uncomfortable. Mia lie too much. Like, I love a housewife that lie. I really do. Even though I'm all about the truth. I love a housewife that lie. But like, when your lies hurt and harm the people closest to you, you're harming your husband, who I think they're still married legally. It gets uncomfortable for the viewer to watch. Like, girl, you saying all these things and we're seeing that like it's not the case. And like we know reality TV isn't necessarily real, but like have some part of real realities in it. Anyway, I am really going to end on the Housewives child, which is fine. That deserves the most energy into my time. Who else on Potomac? Yeah. And yeah, Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, tune in. And then I still got that question I'm gonna ask at the end. Married to Medicine. So, girl, Married to Medicine. Who's healing? Who's harming? Who's just plain old messy? So, Married to Medicine, for folks who don't know, is an ensemble cast of doctors and doctors' wives, and some doctors' wives who happen to be doctors. And so, currently on the show is like now Paige and Dr. Jackie, an OBGYN, Dr. Simone, OBGYN. They used to be besties. They're still cool, but not as close as they used to be. Dr. Heavenly, the dentist. She is unfortunately my favorite cast member of Married to Medicine, and I'll say why. I said unfortunately in a bit. Toya, I love Toya. Toya is between Toya and Quad, they're my favorite, and Mariah, they're my favorite ever, like doctors' wives. Like I think they are the epitome. Well, Quad not a doctor wife no more, but like like the non-doctors on the show, like they're the epitome of just like what I feel like the girl should be if they married to a doctor. Opulence, like shade, like beauty, glamour, fun, like not stiffy, not stuffy. Like let's add some looseness to it. Quad, Quad, love Quad. Quad's the way that her cadence and the way she talks, like love everything about her. And then Sweet Tea, who is one of my friends from undergrad. We took a leadership class together, so I have a soft spot in my heart for Sweet Tea, which is why I feel so uncomfortable like loving Heavenly as much as I do, because she has given Sweet Tea a very hard time. And so I am very empathetic with Sweet Tea of like joining these women. Like I think that something that we don't think about when we're watching, consuming these reality TV shows is that like these one are normal. There's normal people who are mixed into this, and so like Sweet Tea, that's never been her life. She's never said she was gonna marry a doctor. She didn't plan on marrying a doctor. She wasn't in medical school to become a doctor, and so being someone who's in their 30s and joining a group of 50-year-olds, and established 50-year-olds too. Like it's not like they're just like all going in their own footing and they're all just in reality. Like Married to Medicine has created their own staple show for a reason. Everyone loves Married to Medicine. It's one of Bravo's best performing shows. It hasn't been doing that well, I would say, in the last. It's still doing really good ratings wise and like getting people's eyes, but like consistently, it's like it has its ways. It's a roller coaster, and I really do enjoy tuning in. But once again, the storylines run stale. So we have Dr. Contessa, who's back, who I absolutely love. Dr. Contessa. This season, she's giving very corny, unfortunately. We have who else? Phaedra, the iconic Phaedra. Misplaced. Like I think Phaedra don't really want to be around these girls. She don't really want to be around these women, and I can't blame her. Like once again, she was from Real Housewives, and so going from Real Housewives to Married to Medicine, it's like similar. They're both in Atlanta, but it's very different. They're just not. They're in the same circles, but not so intently, you know. Like, and so I think with that, yeah, Phaedra got bored. Phaedra stopped wanting to perform. I think she did an exceptional job. Traitors season 2, go watch it. I just rewatched it with my brother and sister-in-law. And like the way that I loved it up until Dan threw Phaedra under the bus and Trishelle was a dog without a bone. It was Phaedra. My goodness. I'm calming myself down, but love her. Don't love her too much on this show, unfortunately. But yeah, Married to Medicine, and then there's like Dr. Mimi, who just came. She's a psychiatrist. I think Contessa is like a general doctor. I forgot what she's called, general medicine or family medicine, something like that, occupational medicine. I don't know what any of this shit means. Like I know OBGYN and dentists because like that's very self-explanatory, and surgeons and shit like that. But like when you get into all these like, you know, optical surgeon and obstetric, I don't know what that means. But really good show. It's not much I can say about it except for the fact of like we're tired of everyone picking a fight with Heavenly. Like I really do love Heavenly, and I think that Heavenly is contributing to a lot of the show's success. But like at this point, remove Heavenly from the equation and see how the girls interact and engage. And like I hope it don't mean that the girls like don't show up, but like find another villain. You can't get mad at the girl. Granted, I will say, I'm a YouTube girl. I used to do YouTube with my friends, our best minds, and like I was always the one who was like, "Oh, I'm not saying that on camera. I'm not saying that live." But like, if we're on a reality television show and it's been exposed to the world already, why am I not going? Do y'all hear these steps? Why am I not going to talk about it and recap with it? Like I think and I think that that's why I get a lot of my sort of like I watch a lot. Well, the reality TV recaps that I watch are from people who are on these reality TV shows. I need to watch people like me who are just average, normal folks and humans. But I do like seeing people because I want to know what's the POV. I want to know like, how did you take it over here? Because this is how they portrayed it. This is how they showed it on the show. But you tell me what was your takes on it. And so yeah, love that. Love Married to Medicine. It's just not that great right now. And so I'm going to move on to Rags to Riches. If you have not seen Rags to Riches on Netflix, please see it. It is a mix of Basketball Wives, love and hip hop, a little bit, and I don't know, but they not classy. It's not given to riches. It's given wags to rags. I would say so. Rags are wife and girlfriends of, and so they're supposed to be wife and girlfriends of. They're in Miami or of like, I was about to say celebrities, the sports folks, so athletes, entertainers, musicians, rappers, things of that nature, like people who are like notable, and it's like their girlfriend, like essentially the premise of like what Housewives and them was, and so like everybody was trying to chew like what the kids say, eat they noodles, eat they nachos, you know, Wags and like Basketball Wives, all that was trying to eat. Love and Hip Hop was trying to eat the nachos of the Real Housewives, and so showing us like a focus on like this industry, and so I like it. So Wags, the cast of Wags. I wish I wrote this down. It's Sherelle, who's essentially like Evelyn's twin, Evelyn Lozada's twin, because I don't even remember her name. Sherelle Rosado, because Evelyn Lozado, something like that. She's engaged to Chad Ochocinco. We have Stoney, who is Rick Ross's allegedly first baby mama. I'm saying allegedly because I don't remember. I think she is. Um, and she's, you know, the darkest skinned person on the show. And baby, they show her every bit of it. It gives colorism central, girl. Like a lot of these shows, like that's what makes these shows so sometimes unwatchable when you think about like those types of dynamics of like, girl, why they being like this? And it's not necessarily like they're doing this to the darker skinned person, but it's given why y'all doing this with the dark skinned person. Look, my friend saying I'm over here talking about, oh my gosh, thank you. There's Ashley. Oh, I wish I remember. So Ashley MJ, I remember MJ. MJ is Kodak Black's baby mama. Keita is an athlete's baby mama and or wife or something like that. Sadie Sade is a fiance to an artist, and then Jules, yes, Jules, who was she worked for Kanye West. It's an interesting. Oh, Ashley was the other veteran, and she was on Wags Miami, the original show. Sorry, y'all. I'm getting some help because I definitely didn't organize this well. So y'all definitely can chew me up, girl, about this child, whether I rambled or whatever. But anyway, Rags to Riches. It started off really cute. It started off really nice. Premise wise, I guess, like of like, okay, I want to see like something that I haven't seen before. Like I want to see black folks sort of like in this. Like the theme or the what's it called? The trailer talked about like, you know, a lot of people talk about us and being wives and being like, you know, girlfriends to like these powerful men, but like this is about us and we're taking back control and we're about to be like whatever, whatever. But it was nothing of the sort of that. You know what I mean? Like y'all did not show us that you're bosses. You showed us that you're mean girls. You I didn't see any sisterhood. I didn't see any business deals. And what cracks me up about this Wags to Riches is I feel like it's Sherelle's second chance at reality TV not fandom, sorry, stardom. And so like I think that like she was on Selling Tampa, which was like, you know, the black version of Selling Sunset. And like, you know, I liked it, but like they're not selling houses. You know what I mean? It's like you're not doing what you're saying that you're here to do, but you're just on reality TV. And so, in addition to what I said earlier about like the decay of reality TV now, I feel like it's people like being uncomfortable to be themselves. Like, I think it's also people like, what is the plot and what is the reason that we're watching you? What is the grounding source that we're like here for? And so I think Rags to Riches missed that, but I did enjoy watching it. I watched the entire season in one day. I was texting my friends about it. Shout out to my girl Jayla J Bay who like put me on and it was talking about it. Yes, Jules used to work for Kanye, and like it started off on the season. They were talking about how she got fired and she was like a alleged. The things that I don't know, and I work in entertainment, don't know any of this stuff, but allegedly she was like fired, and it was like a list of people who Kanye fired, and it was very public and embarrassing. And she was like his head PR-ish type of person. And so she's like, yeah, I'm on this text thread with them, and he's like saying like, you know, it was a big mistake, and like the guy who fired me, like whatever, whatever. Like I don't know, y'all. It's just people like that are my favorite characters on reality TV. She's Puerto Rican and Italian, white, on this show with black people, but like gives very like, as they said on the show, culture vulture. And like one of my favorite scenes with her, which one, the first scene when they were talking about Stoney. So Stoney, some backstory on Stoney. Stoney is having a hard time integrating within the group because Sherelle is saying that because of her reputation, it precedes her. Her reputation is that she had a sex tape with someone she was involved with, and it was released in like revenge porn. 50 Cent bought it. 50 Cent is a troll. But 50 Cent brought it, released it, and she like went to court with him. She got a whole bunch of like millions of dollars because he wrongfully like showed her sex like that she didn't consent to. She did not consent to this being public consumption. She was recording a video with someone, which I gotta stop recording videos with people. I don't know, child. I guess because I ain't no relationship like that, girl. I can't see myself recording nothing, girl. Because you just never know. You never know where it'll be, and you'll never know where it'll go. And if you don't want out, however, we're in like this world of like OnlyFans now. Like I'm whatever. I'm going on a tangent. Anyway, see, that's why I need somebody to reel me in a little bit. Anyway, Stoney, that's the reason why they don't want Stoney in the group. And so Jules is like, well, hell, I mean, y'all acting like y'all don't be sending no pictures to y'all men's and this and that. And then Stoney sat down and was like, what y'all talking about? And they was like, you, which is I love. I just love the honesty. Like, let's just rip the Band-Aid off and let's just say it's you, girl. Like it's the problem, it's you. Shout out Taylor Swift. And my second favorite scene with Jules is when she got in that fight and with somebody, a random. It was definitely staged. It was definitely set for her to get in a fight with someone. They were talking about her. They were at a restaurant or at a bar, and they were like, yeah, like, like, I just think she's a culture vulture. I think she's so fake. And so apparently she had a shirt that said niggas ain't shit or something like that. And the black girl was like, so Jules, they called her over. MJ, I like MJ. She called her black. Mind you, going back to it, this is why I should have made my script together. So MJ, Kodak Black baby mama, the first time we saw her, she was getting the chain for her like infant. Be serious. Like, this is what I mean of like, we don't see boss and we don't really see opulence. Where are you getting a baby a chain for? Like, now if you was giving the baby, like, granted, spending a lot of money on the baby is wild. Baby products, I think like I can get it. Like, if you're getting like a stroller, if you're getting like top of the line, like bottle makers or like something that you're like using, go for it. Because everything is like, not everything is reusable or sustainable. It should be, but not everything is. But where you getting the chain? Granted, the child can grow up, have the chain, like that'll be money, I guess. Like, but like, and like you're giving your children jewelry, but like something a little bit more classy. Come on. Anyway, that was the first time we saw her. Second time we saw her, she got in a fight with the other baby mama. And she's still classy to be in the circle of group. Yes, Jules was like, what? Giving heads? Allegedly. I don't remember, child. I don't remember. Look, Jayla, help me, child. Oh, my goodness. Thank you. Oh, Jayla, girl, you want to come up here? Because you own the call, girl. Let me know. You can come up here, girl, and talk to me about Wax for Riches, girl. You put me on. But Jayla don't like talking though, so she probably, she said nope. I knew she was going to do that to me. I love you, though. But also she said that Kodak Black messaged her when she became of age. Exactly. I thought it was a classy function. Lauren Hargraves, I thought it was a classy function. Yeah. MJ, Miranda, whatever her name is, said that she followed him. He presented or he performed at her high school, y'all. And then allegedly, when she turned 18, he hit her up and was like, girl, you growing up looking fine. Kodak Black, don't he have allegations of being an abuser anyway? So what do you mean he waited until she turned 18? Whatever was that? No. Girl, we see the PR that you're trying to do. Yes. Jules is in the car with Terrence J when he wrecked it. That's what I was trying to say. See, I was about to say he was giving head in the car allegedly. See, that's why I can't be relaying and reporting stories, trying to do my research if I end up in jail. So I say everything is alleged. I wish I had me a cup that said allegedly. I'm gonna get a little prop that say alleged, a little scepter. But anyway, so Jules has this background. So all of these women, Jules is Puerto Rican Italian woman, pretty girl. MJ, gorgeous girl, a bit lighter skin, very hood. Don't beat me up, MJ girl. If you ever watch this, you probably won't. But if you ever do, girl, don't beat me up. I don't want no issues. But Stoney is the one who can't be in the group, which just reads colorism. You know what I mean? And so anyway. So we're sitting down. They're sitting down. Now I'm spending the most time talking about Wax for Riches. Y'all, I really enjoyed the show. And although I'm saying it's trash, like, don't watch it. I mean, watch it and talk about how much it's trash and come back to this and comment and talk about what did you like the most, or just at me, or just talk to me personally and say, girl, do you remember? Like, honestly, that's what I mean. Anyway, so they're sitting at the table. They're calling Jules. MJ, what I like about MJ, this is the first time she did, but she did it again later on. She was like, hey, girl, they talking about you. So I figured you should be here. And she didn't do it in a messy way. She's just like, girl, hey, it's moving the scene along. because the scene is for them to come together and what was said. And so Jules comes to the table and she, what's up? Y'all, this like Italian, like Puerto Rican white girl. What's up? Hello. The little black girl, cute girl. She was a really beautiful girl. I don't even remember her name. And she was like, then I think it was like the gay friend or whatever, allegedly, girl. I don't know. He gave Queen, but maybe he wasn't. And he was like, she was like, what's up? I heard my name. She said you a culture vulture. What? What that mean? She sound blacker than me, y'all. What you mean by that? A culture vulture. And then she said, or she said, they said you're racist. And she was like, racist? What do you mean by that? And she was like, the black girl cracked me up. I hate when black people do this. Like, she was like, oh, mind you, she did say she was racist. And she said she was a culture vulture. She didn't say it to her face. So when she came to them, she was like, oh, no, I didn't say you were racist. Did I say you were? Oh, no, she insinuated that she was racist. She didn't say it. She said culture vulture, though. She insinuated racist, though, and racism, allegedly. She did it, though, on the TV show. And she was like, I mean, no, I don't think you're racist. Or I didn't, no, I didn't say you were racist. But if you just said it, so do you think... And what I'm saying is, it cracks me up when people like ask a question of like, oh, so I'm messy? I didn't say you were messy, but if you think you are, then like, I mean, I didn't say that though. I'm asking you. So you said I'm messy. And so she was like, how am I racist? She was like, I don't think I said that word. I said culture vulture. And then Jules, and this is my favorite line, y'all gonna give me wax. She said, what you did for your culture? What do you do for your culture? And like, that's just funny to me, y'all. I love a good quip back. Like, I love it. Like, I need to show Shamin this clip back and see what she's saying. But the girl was just like, they say you're a culture vulture. What you did for your culture? I sell real estate. I give people homes. That's not doing nothing for your culture, though. You're making money off of them. And what have you done? I built brands. I built businesses. Whatever. They get into it. And then they get into a fight. And then after that fight is when they say Jules don't need to be here no more. But I think that's because the racist allegations came out and they was like, we can't have no notable racists here because we already colorist, girl. Like, we can't be too bad now like that. Anyway, watch Rags to Riches. Stoney has apparently all this money that she has blown on like buying Fashion Nova, Shein, Rainbow's clothes. That's not selling. Unfortunately, Stoney, don't be my ass either, girl. I actually like Stoney, but like I was like uncomfortable. Like, I felt for Stoney because like they had her on an island, but she was always talking shit about Sherelle. Like, I hear that they swing, and I hear that he be cheating on her, and the girls be texting me and this and that, and it's just like, girl, like it's giving desperate, and it's giving tacky, and I don't like it. Anyway, I think that's all I gotta say about Rags to Riches, and then I'm about to get into what's it called, Traitors, and then just get back into the questions. So please have questions for me on Housewives, Married to Medicine, Rags to Riches, or any moment that you want me to bring up and talk about. This is just going to be for an hour max. I might end it and clap it over. I might throw some people up. We have I don't feel like I know Jayla's not coming up. I don't know if Aisha will come up. We have Shamin, but she's not on camera, and we have Lauren, but Lauren doesn't watch any of the shows, but I will gladly bring her up as well. But anyway, so Traitors is on its season 3. Love me some Traitors. It's such a good show. It's mafia werewolves. If you've never seen it, played it, it's essentially like there's like 3 traitors in a group of like commoner villagers or whatever it is, or faithfuls is what they call it on this show. And so your objective is like, who are the bad eggs or the bad apples? Let's get them on out of here, because if they make it to the end, they win. And on this game, it's like they win money, versus if all the faithfuls go, they split the money within the faithfuls. But if one traitor makes it to the end, they're getting the money. See, I would love to play this, and I would love to be a traitor, but I feel like my personality is just too antagonistic that like me being a traitor and being antagonistic, like I'm out. Like, I'm probably going to be gone and out as a faithful anyway, but at least like I can be like, girl, I promise on my mom and them. I probably wouldn't win no shields, though. That's what they have to do on that game. So the Traitors this season so far are Danielle Reyes from Big Brother. She's amazing. I will say, unfortunately, the Big Brother players have not been doing a great job on Traitors when they're Traitors. Dan did a horrible job last season. I think they think they're smarter than they are. And like, they're very intelligent strategists, but it's like, you're in a new game with different people. You're not playing the same game. Like Big Brother, you're allowed to like, you can prey on the weak because it's really survival of the thickest mind. And like, like what wherewithal, will, and stuff you have. I mean, also being a social girl. And so I think that like they're used to like making it to the end because they play people and they do all these like dramatics. But like on the show, like Traitors, like, girl, that's gonna get you voted out. Like you're being weird. You bitch is weird. Um, and so Danielle is Bob the drag queen, is a traitor as well, or was a traitor. Boston Rob, a villain of Survivor. Bob the drag queen is from RuPaul's Drag Race. Boston Rob is from Survivor. And Carolyn, who's also on Survivor. Their boot order is wild. They got rid of all the housewives, which I took personally. They still have Dolores from Housewives of New Jersey, but I told y'all earlier I don't watch. That's the only housewives I don't watch, so I'm not familiar with her. I've heard of her because I think they call her the Black Dolores or something like that because she looked black, but she Puerto Rican or Italian. They Italian, my bad, or whatever she is, child. And yeah, I think the Traitors are playing a sloppy game. I think that Boston Rob got Bob's drag queen out, which I love. I love that pettiness because Bob's drag queen like mentioned his name and he said, "Oh, I gotta get this bitch out," and he did. And I thought that was so tea. Like I think it's so tea when you show your op that I'm going to get you no matter what it is. Like it served no purpose and it like put all of the like traders in disarray and like I guess it's a messy game. It is entertaining to watch, but like it's I don't know how to explain it. Like I think it's entertaining to watch, but it's also like a train wreck to watch. And I don't really like train wreck TV. Like, oh my gosh, it's so bad you can't take your eyes off of it. Like I really don't like that. Like I either like trashy TV or like TV that like I'm just like eating it all up. Anyway, who needs to get who needs to win? Who am I rooting for to win? None of them. I'm gonna just have to see where to go. The show is just so chaotic. I don't even know. Like, I think I loved Phaedra when she was on last season. I wanted Phaedra to win, and if it wasn't gonna be Phaedra, then like, girl, who else? Like Sheree. And neither of them won. But I think for this show, like, I don't know. Like, I'm not really like rooting or like excited about any of these people. I think that I want to see some more people become traitors. I'm just really upset that the housewives are gone. Like they got rid of. Oh my gosh! Hi, Kay. Wow, I've never seen your YouTube, girl. We was all one person once upon a time. This is gonna be cute seeing you pop on in. Um, yeah, that's all I gotta say about that. So, who's second the crown of reality TV of the month? It's gonna have to be Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. Yeah, I love them down. After that, clearly I talked about Rex or Riches so much. So maybe they get second place. Maybe they're the princess girl. It's really not even that good of a show, y'all. I'm telling you, but like I just loved it. And who's the biggest clown? Real Housewives of New York still. And Married to Medicine Girl, you gonna be clowning, girl, if you don't, step it on up. And then lastly, um, ooh, I got a question about Traitors. And then what will the next episodes bring? So, Real Housewives of Salt Lake City is on its reunion. Loving it all. I hope that it's Bronwyn Newport's like, what's it called? Redemption. Love Bronwyn, but she's not performing well. She is deep under Lisa Barlow's ass, like most of the women are, which is why I'm like confused to why they're mad at her for doing what they do. And also I'm just so confused to why they're under Lisa Barlow's ass. Like I would be under Lisa Barlow's ass because like I'm a normal person and she's psychotic allegedly. But if we were peers, girl, I'm not fucking with you. Um, but who else? New York City, they're also on their finale. I'm just looking forward to see what is like the upa of it all. Like they like try to cook her up to be the villain. Let's see how it ends and keep it there. Beverly Hills. I'm ready for Sutton to read that girl and say, "Do you think you're a bigger person?" No, I think my wallet is. Like I'm ready for that moment, and I'm ready to see what the aftermath is. Because how dare you tell me that your wallet bigger than mine? And it's true. Like, what do you say? Like, what do you say when somebody's bag is really bigger than yours? Like all of y'all's. Like she's rich. She gets like hundreds of thousands of dollars a month on alimony alone. Not to mention what she makes on the show. Not to mention what she makes in all these other things. And it's alimony. Not to mention like what she had in child support if she's investing. Like she had a jet. Like that's why I can't be around rich people. Like I want to in theory, but like the moment you say that to me, like I'm gonna say you ugly, bitch. And that's why how you look before. Yeah, bitch. If I had all that money, I'd change myself too. And then Potomac, I'm just really looking forward to my girl Karen for like I need my sister to I need my sister Karen to oh, period. I need my sister Karen to they're also on their reunion. I need her to be vindicated in the sense of like she's not vindicated, like she did that. She was driving drunk and she needs to like handle like whatever those repercussions are. But like I need her to own it and to just move on and start to like what is it called, redemption. That's what I was looking for. I'm looking forward to her redemption season. I'm looking forward to like her being essentially child like yes, she had that like Luann. Luann was drunk. She went to rehab. She got sober. She don't drink or she wasn't drinking for like a long time. Like I'm ready for that for Karen. I want her for her to come back to herself and be real. I don't know if she's even going to film for real next season. I wonder if she's going to do any sort of interview with Andy. The girls were mad because they said that she copped out and like went to rehab during the reunion. I would do the exact same thing. She's smart. And yes, Real Housewives of Potomac, their reunion looks eight. Robin wasn't on Real Housewives of Potomac, but she was on Traitors, and she was funny as fuck. The thing that cracks me up about Robin is she's really just such a dumb bitch, and like I love a dumb bitch like her because she was wrong about who she thought the traitors were. She was wrong about who she thought they was gonna kill. Like she was just all the way wrong, but still so like strong in her conviction of like, oh yeah, what are you about to be dead? And then I'm back. I'm the traitor actually. Like what? Like love me some Robin. Married to Medicine. Phaedra about to leave the show. They about to show her storm off. I'm really interested in what their reunion is going to look like. I'm really interested in what the future of Married to Medicine looks like. They need to shake it up. Like they're never going to get rid of Dr. Jackie, Dr. Simone, probably not Dr. Heavenly and Quad and Toya, but like they need to mix it up somehow. And like if it's like making like one of them a friend of the show, like make Dr. Jackie a friend of the show. Like they probably won't, but they should. Like I think Simone delivers. I think Simone is like a good nucleus. I think Simone and Toya are good like centers of the show. I think Heavenly and Quad are very much so like the reasons a lot of people tune in. They're the drama, they're the dramatics, they're the personality. And I think everyone else like finds a way in and out. But like I'm fearful that Marriage to Medicine is growing still. And it's just been such a great show for so long. Wax to Riches. I fear they're not going to get a second season. And I really do fear that. Like, I want them to, is what I'm saying. But like, it just wasn't good. But like, I'm excited to see it. Like, Sade really enjoyed her. She was pregnant and she wasn't drinking and stuff like that. And like, they kept asking, like, girl, you pregnant? She did not fuck with them because she called them all mean girls, as she should. They're mean girls. They were mean girls. And you know, people love when like a beautiful girl call them out on their shit, and they're like, "Oh, girl, you need to be one of us, bitch." Like, no, I'm not mean, bitch. I was a little mean, now, huh? And like, I think Sade did that, and I think she did it very well. And so it was so funny because on the finale, she was like, "Yeah, I'm pregnant." 6 months. It's like, so bitch, you wasn't gonna tell us. She was like, well, I wanted to wait till the first trimester because I wanted to make sure. No, she said she don't fuck with y'all, and she wasn't gonna tell y'all because she don't fuck with y'all. Screams that Toya's Birkin on Marriage to Medicine was not cute. A lot of girls said that. Toya got her own Birkin. She had a baby shower for her Birkin. I want to have money to where I can do a ridiculous thing like that. I want to be able to have my friends come and support me in my ridiculousness and my foolishness. That should be me. Boom, boom, boom. And then Traitors. We're interested to see who wins. Oh, look, I have a comment. No, I was about to start it. Oh, Rags to Riches, please watch it. I text them. I text them to watch Rags to Riches. Y'all need to watch it. Like, it's very Beaumont. It's very Beaumont. It's like, and that's what it gives. And that's why I like it. It's very like Beaumont bitches got some money. They dating like a football player, basketball player who was like on the first drafts or whatever those things are called. And like they move to a city. They making buku money. They get a big house. Like they you know flashy. They trying to be classy. They like, yeah, I'm trying to do real estate. Like all you bitches try to do real estate and don't sell houses. That's the thing, which I would do that too. And so, okay, why Mary is the absolute worst and how Chanel Ayan's crying is so fake. I love Mary M. Cosby on Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. I did not like her season 2 because she was just too standoffish and too distant. Don't be on the show then. Like, I don't like when people are around the group and just being such like a nasty hoe and like, oh, I don't want to do that. I don't want to be with the group. Y'all go in there. Okay, y'all have fun. I'm not going. Why are you here? For her check, yes. But like, quit. Quit the show. And she did when she didn't show up for that reunion. But it's something about Mary just being unapologetically herself. I'm going to always love someone who's just unapologetically themselves. They're going to always get their tens from me, regardless of if I like their antics, if I like them as people. I love a bitch who just themselves. And then Chanel Ayan crying is so fake. Real Housewives, shout out to Real Housewives of Dubai, and I'm at my time, but just wanted to say shout out to Real Housewives of Dubai. They really tried, I would say. I don't think they were great at trying, um, but it's something that they attempted. And I think that, you know what, I don't even have anything else to say. It's unfortunate that they're on pause. I do hope that the people who they bring like really show opulence and really show like them having a good time and are just friends. Cast friends. Lauren Grace, would you like to pop up for a moment, girl, while you on camera before we say goodbye to the people? Since I think you're the only one who okay, let me bring Lauren Grace on up to us to the stage. Hi. Uh-oh, let me unmute you. Hi. Oh,
Hi,
hi.
babies. Can
Can
you
you
hear me?
talk? No, I can hear
Yes,
you.
I'm talking
Oh,
now.
wait. My sound wasn't on.
Oh, okay.
Cast real friends. I agree. Cast real friends. See, me and my friends need to be on the show. Ooh, Jay, this is a eating photo, girl. I forgot all about this
That's what I
picture.
was thinking. Because okay, why she not? You saw it?
At E. At
It ain't.
E.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Let me
Cast
add.
real friends.
Cast real friends, cast real friends. I agree. I think that if you show real friends or like real friendly like people, something that like grounds them. You know what I mean? Like, oh my gosh, I didn't even talk about Real Housewives of Mormon Wives. I talked about it so much on Hot Mess Minds though. So honestly, look at our past few videos, and I literally talked about it. I think at least 2 or 3 shows. Can't wait for them to come back. Love them down.
Also, we love consistency. There's always next week.
Next month, next month, next month.
Next month. There's always next month. Next month. Monthly Royal Key.
Yes,
Recap.
monthly Royal Key reality recap. So thank you all for joining us or joining me. Thank you, Jayla. This is a commentary. Y'all,
Baby,
Jayla's been
you only
giving me
commented so we can see your picture again. And thank you.
Jayla's giving me real zingers in the chat, and I wish that she would have been sending them here versus my text messages because Jayla really has helped the show go along. Thank you, Jayla, for being such a support. Like, I really wish I can just throw you up here, girl, but you just don't sit here and look at me, and it's just
Because what
gonna
am
make
I up
me.
here for? Come on, Jayla.
No, both of y'all, all of y'all. But anyway, no, thank y'all for watching. Comment, like, subscribe. Tell me what worked, what didn't work. I already know, y'all. I did a lot of rambling. I think I need to organize a little bit more of like how I wanted to do the show. But I'm glad I did it. I'm trying to start it. Catch me the last Wednesdays of every month. And whatever TV I'm watching. If you have any suggestions, put it in the comments or just tell me. And I'll try to watch it. I know Cece been trying to get me to watch Ultimatum South Africa. I did watch like the first 4 episodes. It's just about straight romance shows that always the dating shows. Like I be in them, but then I be jealous because that should be me. Anywho,
Shout out to you for doing it.
bye y'all.